Hey guys, I am back and today I am going to be doing the fourth update to my Pan Those Eyeshadows video. I have been doing this palette for a little while now. I will link my playlist with my intro and all of my previous updates in the description box below, along with the updates for my other project pans that I have going on right now for your viewing pleasure. And if you are all caught up and you're ready for some project panning update, let's hop straight in. So my first palette or shade is from my NARS Ignited palette, and I'm panning the shade Supernova. This is what it was looking like last month, and I have used it 3 times since then for a total of 6 uses, and this is what it is looking like now. So there's definitely a little bit more of a dip, but nowhere near close to pan, unfortunately. I was really hoping to focus on this more this month. I've just been a little bit worn thin with all the different things that I'm panning, and I wasn't wearing makeup as much, and then when I was wearing makeup, it's because I was out of town, so I wasn't necessarily bringing this with me, but I do want to keep focusing on it over the upcoming month and maybe be able to hit pan on it. I'm not sure. I think it would take another maybe 10 or even 15 uses, and so I'm just not sure if that's possible. The next shade that I have is Metal Magenta from my Dior Backstage Eye palette. Here's what it is looking like last month at 3 uses, and I've used it 4 times in the past month, so that is a total of 7 uses. And here's what it's looking like now. As you can see probably in the added footage, I used this wet, and so there's a little bit of hard pan on it, and the pan has definitely been disturbed, but I feel like the disruption never gets deeper. I don't know. I just feel like I'm digging in and trying to pick up eyeshadow, and it's not really making a dip the way other shadows do. I don't know if this is just me. This is Supernova. This is Metal Magenta. And yeah, I feel I have been using this shade, I feel like more than I would ever otherwise. I did a palette bingo with this, and I really liked the look, but I just feel like there's only so many ways I can use it, and the way that I prefer using it the most is a liner, uses the least amount of product. So I doubt I would get this pans by next month, but we'll see. Then the next shade is Cozy Gray from my MAC Amber x9 palette. I rolled this in last month, and I've used it 6 times since then. And here's what it was looking like last month. And then this is what it is looking like now. As you can see, I have quite the dip on it. I've been using it with my Pan That palette. I've been using it with my cream shadow stick in my 20 and 2023 project, and mostly I've been using it in my brows. So this is kind of the perfect brow color for me, which I didn't realize upon looking at it, because I think of my brows being more a deeper brown, closer to this color but less warm. And this gray is actually perfect. It kind of just mimics, I have a brow pencil in today, but it kind of just mimics that. There's the swatch. You can barely see it, but for some reason it looks really good. I'm trying to think of a video that I did this in, and I just can't, one doesn't come to my head immediately. And I'm going to keep this in because I do think I can hit pan on it. Frankly, I had a good dip in it before I rolled it into this project, so that definitely helped. But since I'm using a flat angled brush and just kind of dipping in and then combing through my brows like so, it's been getting kind of a concentrated pan, and it's kind of a powdery shade as far as MAC shadows go, so it's been easy to get some progress, and I am excited to hopefully see a pan on this in the finale next month. And then my last shade is from my MAC Solar Glow x9 palette. It's the shade Soot, and I have used it twice, and here is what it is looking like now. As you can see, there's like a little bit of a disturbance where like a brush mark was left, but nothing close to actual pan. So this was just too hard to use because I'm trying to pan a liner and I have some dark shades in my Pan That palette right now. So this is just not really perfect for me and balancing everything. And since it is so similar to the black, and like if I mixed a black and a brown in my Pan That palette, it would get me this color. So I'm just going to use my Pan That palette exemption rule. We're going to roll this out and we're going to roll in one new shade. I'm hoping it'll be just something fun to play with because I'm going to do a finale for this project in December, and then I'm going to film the intros for next year's project pans to come up at like the end of December, the beginning of January. And so I really only have one more month to work on these specific shades, unless I roll them in again, which would be really funny. I'm going to take my graphing calculator. I have 243 shades without pan in them. So I'm going to randomly generate one shade between 1 and 243. Oh, I actually generated 2, but the first one is 57. And shade 57 is probably another MAC shade. No, it's from the Tarte 2017 Holiday palette, and it's the shade Joyous. Has this palette been rolled in twice? I feel like it has. Okay, the shade Joyous, this is exciting, is this bronze, this bronze shade right here. So this is going to be my color story for the upcoming month. Normally, I don't like panning so many metallics, but since my Pan That palette is an all matte palette, it's kind of all I really have the energy to pan or add in right now. So let's see. I don't know if I can hit pan on this shade in a month, but I love a good bronze. So I'll try to get some good use on it and we can hopefully see some progress. So that is everything for my update today. Please stay tuned for the finale next month. I am really looking forward to it. If you like project painting, if you like this project, please let me know down below. I am deciding what projects I'm going to do next year right now. So please leave your, suggestions, and I will try to incorporate as many as possible. I can only pan so many things at a time, but I'm really excited for the upcoming year. I've got a new idea and I think I want to keep going with this project, but there's a lot of fun eyeshadow painting projects. So let me know what you think. And without further ado, I hope you are having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.